So, hey everybody, now this is the Elemental Wizard build, which is, in my opinion, as of now, a very good build. And I think that it should be considered like the best build in all of Minecraft Dungeons as of right now. But of course, we can't do that. So basically, this build is based off damage dealing, laying, laying with your melee weapon, and using a ranged weapon as a support and last ditch thing, and also is useful for using the Satchel of Elements, which brings the elemental aspect into this build where we start killing things and, we keep on killing them. As you can see, all these mob hordes are getting destroyed by our melee weapon. What is our melee weapon? Well, the pickaxe, of course. The pickaxe, well, listen, you have to listen very carefully right now because this pickaxe is not any ordinary pickaxe. In fact, this one can be considered a monster. So, it is the perfect choice on our build. Mm, this is due to its high speed, low damage, low area, and the enchants shockwave, swirling, and gravity. Now, the low damage and area aren't problems because shockwave and swirling plus a one hit combo and a very fast attack speed means that our area and damage are already super duper high. And then with gravity, you can just group enemies up as you can see on screen. But without it, you could use radiance or critical hit or something similar to that. But honestly, I think that the health you get from radiance doesn't it isn't that much that you have to replace the gravity, and critical hit buffs your single target damage, but for handling mob packs, you should go with gravity. Now, the entire point of this build is to utilize your satchel of elements. This comes in when I talk about our ranged weapon, which I'm not using a lot, but it is definitely something noteworthy. The ranged weapon is a bow. Oh, has to be a bow, cannot be a crossbow. And this is due to the fact that preferably it should be a bow with high damage so that it can be paired with overcharge to deal lots of damage when you're against like strong enemies. But mm, if not, you could also just simply go with the burst bowstring and cooldown shot. This makes it easier for us to get rid of our artifact cooldown, because we can just roll and you shoot like three arrows and suddenly, everything around you is practically just going to die after that. Because, well, you shoot three arrows, and each of these arrows does around 40% of a charge shot's damage, as well as lowering your artifact's cooldown. And in this case, that satchel of elements, yeah. So, I've been telling about the Satchel of Elements. So, what's so great about it? What's so incredibly good that the Satchel of Elements has to be on this build, right? And what's so great about it? Well, the thing that's so great about the Satchel of Elements is that it, well, the satchel of elements, it can do one of three things. It can burn seven mobs, hit seven mobs with like lightning, and freeze seven mobs. Freezing helps with your defense, burning kills mobs, and lightning, it's lightning. you hit things with it, and then things die because you hit them with it. So yeah, then you have two death cat mushrooms, not one but two. This is because one death cat mushroom plus another death cat mushroom means that you can keep up the effect nearly all the time. Yeah, you can keep up that death cat mushroom effect all of the time. That that is huge. And you know what? I'm also gonna throw in a very good armor that makes it even worse for your enemies. What could that be? The wither armor. Yeah. So, since we're gonna roll a lot, you want swift-footed, cause well, it's swift-footed. You get a increase in speed when you roll, and since we're gonna roll a lot, you this will stop the build from feeling so clunky. Then you have recycler. Since you're gonna roll a lot and you have burst bowstring, then what happens is that you just automatically kill enemies. So yeah, that's that. Now, uh, since you're automatically killing enemies, then well, you're going to be wasting arrows to automatically kill those enemies. So recycler just makes it that you get those arrows. And then for the last enchantment slot, we don't really have something really useful. You can use really anything you want, from from protection helping you take less damage to reckless helping you deal more damage, but oh god, don't use it. And even cooldown to help you with your artifact cooldown even more. One thing I want to say is that this wither armor is a must-have because this it gives you 6% lifesteal aura. On the grim armor, you don't get that 35% damage reduction, and on the spider armor, you also don't get that 35% damage reduction. So it does not help you with your defense as much. Because if you're on the verge of dying, you can just attack a few enemies and suddenly you're just killing them with your lifesteal aura. And if you're about to die, the only reason you won't die is because the 35% damage reduction makes it so that, well, you don't die. In fact, I decided to use a evocation robe with cooldown, and god, there was a huge difference because I would die a lot more, and I realized that's because I was healing a lot less and I was taking more damage. So that means that I lack healing, I lack my defense, and so you're gonna die a lot. But with the wither armor, it stops you from dying a lot. So I think that the wither armor is a must have. By the way, the spider armor is another top tier armor, but the reason I am not using the spider armor is because plus 25% melee damage. Seriously, guys. Please. Plus 25% melee attack speed. Uh, it's really good, but in this case, it would just be better to, like, go in and have a damage reduction than to go in and have a melee attack speed boost. Because with the damage reduction, if you're on, like, let's say now you're on the verge of dying with damage reduction, that would mean that you would be dead if you had something without damage reduction. So although you will get to heal more because you will hit faster and thus you will heal more out of it, it doesn't help you with anything other than that. So yeah, this is why I prefer the wither armor. So, anyways, that's basically the end of the build. And please like this, leave a like on this video if you like it. Leave a comment for what I could do in the next video, you know, or what I could do better in my next video. Please also subscribe. I would love it if you subscribed, honestly. And if you realize that there is like a good amount of like 10 minutes or so left in this video, yeah, as you can see, I have been listing the time as I've been going. So yeah, you'll probably see that there's about 10 minutes left into this video. So what I want to say about that is that 10 minutes is talking about um like really it's not talking about anything. All it's saying is that yeah, you this is this build, this is how it runs. And just a quick note, as you can see, I'm displaying a gong of weakening. This is because this will be your boss killer swap in when you have you the satchel of elements will not help you kill bosses as much as the gong of weakening will. Oh, software Thomas has a high level. But anyways, the Gong of Weakening will help you a lot more when killing bosses. And then you have the Boots of Swiftness, like that speed buff. That speed buff. Like, let's pretend this is dungeon, right? All of this. And then look, there's that bridge, and now there's no mobs around here. What do I kill? So it gets a little bit slow, it gets a little bit sluggish, it gets a little boring. And then suddenly you start moving, and this gives you a speed buff so that you can make it to the next mob pack. That paired with Swiftfoot, it would make you really fast. And not only does it make it so that you can get to the other mob pack, which is so fun, it helps you out a lot, but it also just generally it makes it more fun because the satisfaction of speed. Yeah. So, anyways, that is the end of this build. Hope you enjoyed this video, and the rest of it is the gameplay. So, yeah, I hope you like this video. Like and subscribe, and yeah, peace out. And for those of you who are still watching the video, you can enjoy the time watching me beat this level once more. So yeah, you can see that I am rolling a lot to get through places, and I am relying quite a lot on the satchel of elements to kill these enchanted mobs and these other base mobs that really are not much. So yeah, as that's happening, well, you can tell how much I need the use of my satchel of elements. And of course, all these mobs are just, you know, yeah. I don't even know what to say. The Satchel of Elements is very good because it's really good at dealing damage and can clear out entire packs of enemies. I mean, well, not entire packs. It can only hit maximum 7 targets, but it can hit your enemies pretty well. So, yeah, it's just a really good artifact, bro. It's just good. So, yeah, as I continue onwards, oh god, those are a lot of enchanted mobs and they're almost gone. Um, yeah, you can see that with the health potion, it's hard for me to die, and I can always just beat a path out. And yeah, just look at that. If not for that lifesteal aura and damage reduction, I would have been done. I would have been killed. So yeah, that wither armor and the satchel of elements together, it builds a offensive and defensive combo, which paired with the burst bowstring cooldown shot will make it so that you can kill enemies faster because you get your satchel of elements more often, which means that you get to heal more often, which means that you get to dance more often. I mean, not dance, but like, you understand what I mean. So you get those other lovely things off more often. So yeah, it's great. Mm. Now again, swift-footed must have. It is really good because it keeps your speed up, and as you can see, the bowl's cooldown shot is helping me deal with this, you know, artifact cooldown, and now we're in the boss fight. And the last synergy is that our melee weapon then helps with clearing mob packs when our other things are on a holiday, taking their cooldown time, and all of that's going on. So yeah, it should be noted that that is also very important. Um, and yeah, that's really all there is to say. But honestly, I think that this build is very successful. Yeah, you just saw that. If you were paying attention, my burst bowstring just came in handy and triggered my Gong of Weakening. And then, as you saw, my I was pushed away from the boss, but my shockwave still ended up doing its job and taking that last sliver of health. So, as we keep talking about this, I would love it if you all left a like on this video. Again, I have to say this. Subscribed, comment about what I can do better. Leave a dislike if you think that video is bad, but honestly, I would prefer it if you would just leave a comment to tell me how my video could get better. And you know go and chill. So yeah. Oh, a lightning on that does 144,000 damage, right? Yeah, put the sash of elements on. And again, recycler is important, and thorns can be replaced. So yeah, that's really just about it. You can also see how this work goes against the dummy. Like, look at this. The dummy's frozen. That was pretty useless. But as you can see, if this dummy was a mob pack, it would be very easy for me to kill it. And God, those arrows. If you paid attention, that my satchel of elements just came in handy there. I mean, my satchel of my bow's cooldown shot came in handy to help my satchel of elements right there. Yeah. So, like one last time, I'll do this, and you will get to see one last time how good this build is. Come on, where'd my ocelot go? Probably doesn't want to fight. Wait, am I just noticing that? Huh. Actually, why is my ocelot not here? It's lovely killing all these guys. Oh, never mind. There he is. Now, eat these mushrooms. Yeah, see, he ate a mushroom. He's not eating mushrooms, but yeah. I would emote if I wanted to, but I'm not taking the risk of getting away from low health from getting away from maximum health. By the way, I wanted to say that since this build involves you staying at maximum health majority of the time, you could actually run cowardice as a must have, because cowardice on your on full health would give you free damage buff. And since you're going to be on full health most of the time, free damage buff most of the time. So, yeah, that's something that you should note. Um, and yeah, so the reason I actually picked thorns though is because you will get damaged. Although you can heal up from the damage, you will still deal that damage. So that means that with thorns, you could just like you could hit enemy. It gives you a lot more damage on enemies because, like I said, it's not that your enemies aren't hitting. It's not that your enemies aren't hitting you. It's that your enemies are hitting you, but you're healing up before they can complete hitting you. Anyways, I should get up onto the upper ledge. So yeah, that's a important factor. Plus, as you can see, the Gong of Weakening plus Death Cap Mushroom on this is just melting this oh god. Oh no. Oh no. Well, this is gonna be bad, so let me just run up there. Okay, I can see you shooting your mushrooms. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Alright. And, let me just finish him off. So, yeah, you can understand why I say that this is a very good weapon. Because as you can see, I was capable of hitting him from a pretty long range. And a unique, known as the Frost Scythe. Like I care about it. But, yeah. Anyways, that is the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed. And so, like and subscribe. Bye bye. Peace